Yeah. What? Where you been? Welcome back. Shelf Side is back. Yes, we're here. The season is due to start soon. And as you can tell, we're really excited. How you doing, Nick? Good to see you.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we were on stream, it was a little bit later. It was a little bit more alcohol, and there was a little less clothes being worn.
That's true. That's true. There was more advancement when it came to nakedness. The last time
there was.
Apologies for the slight change of my background. It's because my equipment is elsewhere, and that's not Turkish jail slang for anything. So I'm using my laptop, so it looks a bit odd. It's not my usual angle.
I've got a new angle. I got the washing out on the line, and no, if anyone's watching, they are not my bras hanging on the washing line.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Just own it. Just
the funny thing
it's
is
2023, mate.
The funny thing is, right? We were talking about this, right? We were going for the bras. We were talking about the show, and we were going. Oh, Rez, I've realised I've got the date wrong. I think it should be this Thursday. And I was about to message you, and then everyone this morning was going, "Are you on? What show are you on? What show are we on? The only show at Thursday 7:30." So
absolutely,
Henry Wright. I know you're streaming at this time, and I know you're streaming at 8:00, but it's okay. We'll forgive you on this instant because there's not much
Don't do it again
in the Spurs world today.
Don't do it again.
So, but just don't do it again.
Weirdly, because of the laptop, I look very, very pale today, which is weird.
Pale?
You look very, very tanned today.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah. Have you been out in the sun?
No, I've been sat in this position screaming for pretty much the last 2 weeks to
3 months.
Get myself back into the swing of things, get myself flip-flopping, getting myself making stupid comments, because apparently I've made stupid comments recently about certain football players. But we'll get onto that when we come to my rant.
Why break the habit of a lifetime? Is what I say.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, you know me, Rez. I don't care whether I make a stupid comment, I flip-flop. And I don't care, because it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
How has your summer been? No, not yet. Not yet. We're back after.
Let them simmer. Let them simmer.
Let them wait. How's your summer been? Obviously, we came to drink with you at one point, which was fun. But how's the summer been for you?
Apart from that, I mean, that was the highlight of my summer. Nothing else has really happened. I've played cricket. I've been working, dealing with the ex-wife, the current wife, any other wives of other people's wives.
The future wife.
No, there's no future wife. No one clip this and send it to the Lord.
I just landed you in it, didn't I?
You did. There is no future wife. The future wife is with me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to football, I guess.
Really? I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you looking forward to the new season? We'll ask this of our guests as well when they come in. But right now,
I'm going to say 12 after my favourite player. So.
Okay, good.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think we've had an interesting few weeks. We've had an interesting few days, and today has been an interesting few hours, and it's still not sorted. But I am looking forward to watching a game of football finally, because it's been boring about football.
It's been a bit weird, isn't it?
Real things, real like adult things, and we haven't been able to talk about things, and I haven't been able to see the wonderful people at the stadium, or some of the wonderful people at the stadium. I was there on Sunday, Laura's mum and dad, so we got to witness Ange Ball for the first time, so that was very interesting. And then I'm off, and I just got a message through today when I'm in New York. We will be watching the Burnley game with the New York City supporters of Tottenham. So,
well, you're abandoning me for a while, aren't you?
I'm abandoning you for 4 days, but I fly out on the Friday and I'm back on the Monday. So we don't miss any shows. You see, it was planned that way.
Of course. I mean, I expected the logistics to work, and I was worried that they hadn't, but I've been suitably reassured. So, yes, as we say, welcome back to Shelf Side Spurs show. We have guests. We do have guests. What order are we going to bring them on in, Nick?
Shall we? One of the guests will say we will bring them on in order of their colour. So, because he thinks that we're massive racists.
We are massive racists.
One of them we could bring on with we could bring them on in the order of strength of their beards.
Yeah. You see, that might lead to a dispute, because I can certainly see two of them arguing the toss on that one.
Yeah. And one of them we could do a scale of.
I mean, if we were to do it. If we were to do it on the scale of horniness,
I don't know. They'd fight over that as well. They'd fight over that.
That's true.
Well.
It's true. It'd be a three-way fight.
One of our guests was like tearing it up in Barcelona with the Enoch Out massive, and he's like grown about 8 foot. I mean, I don't know how tall the person is, because I just see his screen, but I don't think he's very tall. But I think he was.
Should we go on how tall we think they are?
Yes, let's do it. I think, but this is hard, right?
Yeah.
So I think what are we going? Shortest to tallest?
Yeah. I think we should go shortest to tallest. Yeah. Yeah.
So who do you think? Because you can see the same left, middle, or right is the shortest.
I reckon middle is the shortest.
Yeah, I was going to go middle as well. So, big up, Perchy.
Big up, Perchy. Welcome.
How tall are you, Perchy?
5'9", 5'10".
5'10". Okay. A little bit shorter than me. A bit shorter than you.
We're going 5'9" because he said it there. Right,
okay.
Before we get to Perchy, let's see how he is.
Is this a game of higher and lower?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Is taller than Perch. Which one is taller, left or right?
I think left is taller than Perchy.
So the one on the right is the tallest? No.
Yeah, I think so. And the camera will bear me out.
All right, I'll go with you, Rez, because I'll go with you, and then I'll go with you. So
that's good.
Told you.
Ben, how tall are you?
5'11".
Oh, there you go.
Bobby K.
Hi guys.
He's 4'2".
What was Ben's answer?
5'11".
114.
5'11.14.
Oh, so we got it right. Nice. We got it right.
Excellent.
Ben's actually a little, but Ben's a touch taller.
Yeah.
By the way,
I went with Rez, so I win that round because I was going.
Excuse all the flapping. I've got a fly in here with me at the moment. So if I suddenly do that,
sit down, Rez. Can you tell Kim we're streaming? Stop buzzing.
Is it a Spanish fly?
Stop it. Behave. So yes, welcome to everyone. Let's go round. Ben, how have you been? How is the Isle of Wight?
So
we're racist.
It's here.
Racist.
That's the only thing I can say about it. It's here.
It exists, essentially.
Yeah, it exists.
Yeah.
It's mildly crumbling down. Every shop closes at 5, which is incredibly weird. And there's nothing here.
I've heard it's like stepping back into the 1950s.
Oh,
I mean, obviously you weren't around in the 1950s.
It's not that modern, Rez. It's not that modern.
It's not that modern. Can you not tell by Ben's bed and the deck?
I know.
Ben's stuck in like the 19...
Yeah.
The Titanic. Ben's actually come back on the Titanic.
Yeah. I am in currently a village called Whitworth, I believe it's called, or Whitford, whatever. There is only one thing here, and it's a pub. There is no shop. There is no news agent. There is nothing here. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Weird. Very weird. But are you having fun? I know that you're on holiday with other Kaufmans, so obviously that will have an effect. But are you having fun?
We're having fun, but it does mean I have to sort of say, to get over the Isle of Wight, I've got to go to somewhere proper. So we're going to Italy. So yeah.
Yes, we know.
There will be a film coming out. Carry on, Kaufmans. We're still waiting for the Disneyland film. When are we getting the Disneyland version? We need the Isle of Wight version. Then we're going to need the Italian version. Come on, Ben.
It's like a new franchise.
He's got his Isle of Brown one too for when he visited Canada.
It's like a new franchise, basically. You know, the Kaufman, the Adventures of Kaufman.
I came up with a superhero franchise. It's Jewish superheroes. It's not the Avengers. It's the Kvetchers, and it's you'll like these. It's Goldman, Silverman, Bergerman, Kaufman. That's the film. The Kvetchers. They go and save people, and then they don't save anyone and just go for lunch.
Excellent. I know I'm quoting Friends a little bit, but can you imagine if there was a superhero called Goldman?
Yeah.
You know, Goldman, as in Superman. Goldman.
No, it's not Goldman, it's Goldman.
No, but I'm saying if there was a superhero called Goldman and Silverman, what would their powers be?
kvetching, arguing.
No, that's assuming that they're Jewish. They might not be Jewish.
Well, they've got man at the end of their name. They have to be.
No, not necessarily. What about Manfred Mann? He wasn't Jewish.
Look, man,
Stonefall.
Eugene.
Yeah, exactly.
Eugene's Jewish.
Eugene's not Jewish.
Sure he is.
Is his name Eugene Mann?
It's
It's
Lookman.
See? Anyway,
Stonefall.
we're getting too close to topic. Welcome, Jacob. But before we get to you, we'll need to speak to the other American in the room, Bobby K. How have you been this summer? Excellent,
Right,
Jacob. How have you been?
We talked. Oh, he's back.
You know what they say? Maple syrup runs downhill.
Exactly.
It does. It does. I've seen it. I've seen it.
When I flush, it goes to Jacob all the way down there in Texas. It's terrible. It's terrible. What's happening, fellas? Summer, Shelf Side's back. That means summer's almost over. That sucks.
Yeah, it's true.
Summer ever happened here, though, Bobby? Summer didn't happen here.
Yeah, fair enough. You guys don't
We're
get
waiting
summer.
for summer to begin.
You had summer in like May when you guys were complaining about being so hot. It was 21 degrees.
Yeah, and then it didn't turn up.
Oh yeah, today.
It turned up today.
Degrees.
Turned up today.
28 degrees.
Didn't turn up here.
28.
So hot.
Didn't
It's
turn
so
up
hot
here. 20 degrees all day.
It's been mad. I'm already baking because I've had to close the window to
Is it
save
almost
noise.
8 p.m. and the sun is still shining behind Baza? Is that correct?
No, that's just a bra, Bobby. That's just a bra.
Do they not have dryers in the UK? Is that illegal or something?
What's that?
No, we have them.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Dryers. Tumble
Like
dryers.
to dry
Yeah,
your
like
clothes
tumble dry-
when you
tumble
wash them?
dryers.
Yeah.
Tumble dryers.
Tumble
Random.
dryers, yeah. Yeah, tumble dryers.
He's
Yeah.
trying to save the planet, Jacob.
Yes,
Oh.
Can you-
Welcome, sunshine.
Jacob, are you being racist?
Yeah.
Because I'm asking about a dryer?
Are you being racist?
No. What it is, Rez, ever since...
Why
Hold
do
on,
you
no.
hate the planet, Jacob?
Stum. Jacob, are you being racist?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Because if anything, I guess the stretch, it would be xenophobic.
Why do you hate the planet, Jacob? He's
wrong
trying
with
to
this guy?
save the planet by using the elements to dry his clothes.
You know what it is, guys? No. You know what it is? Ever since Jacob hit 1,000 and has got super chats and monetized, you don't care about the fucking environment anymore.
Yeah,
It's all about the money.
It's all about this,
So
isn't
when
it?
you get
with
power,
Jacob?
the environment doesn't matter anymore.
Uh-huh.
Power? I don't know what power. Ask my
3
wife.
months ago, Jacob was all about the environment, walking his dog and shit. Now,
Yeah.
since he's been monetized and everything, his dog's got his own car, gas, of course,
Yeah.
Non-electric.
right? Not
Yeah, of
electric.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw away the high efficiency dryer and everything, the clothesline outside. Brought in all that
Yeah.
stuff that he needs, all the
No,
high.
he actually dries his clothes in front of a coal burning fire.
Yeah.
while he
Just
feeds
look at
on
it.
his chest.
Yeah.
This actually sounds cool.
And then
Whilst
if it dries too quickly, he then adds moisture to it by using the tears of a third world child.
No, I just go to
Whilst-
Beyonce's sweatshop and I grab one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Whilst using a Chevrolet with a V8 motor to blast "Born in the USA" through the stereo instead of.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, who have we got in the chat, Mr.
We not said
Producer?
hello to Perchy. You just
Yeah,
ignored
what about
Perchy.
Percy?
Oh, yeah, when
Oh,
did you first
racist.
came in?
I got the
When you
first
first
one.
came
Don't
in,
ignore
you
the
said
little fella in
hello.
the corner. How about ignoring the little fella in the corner?
Why are you ignoring Perchy, Rez?
Yeah,
Listen.
Rez.
Listen, okay? I'm on a tight schedule here, okay?
You're on a
Right, I'll
what?
tell you what. We'll go
You're on a
right.
tight
We'll
what?
play a game. We'll make it into a game. Right? We'll go round, and each of you has to use a 3-syllable word to describe yourself, but only that one word. All right? Nick, go first. How are you?
Emerson.
Perchy, how are you?
Amazing.
Ben, how are you?
Kvetchin.
Bobby K, how are you?
Pan a puckin-tastic.
Jacob, how are you?
Bentancourt.
There we go. How's that? Everyone happy now?
All
Yeah.
happy now.
Excellent.
Wait,
Good.
one more, Jacob. One more time. I wasn't ready.
Bentan Cooler.
Oh.
Again.
No. You have to super chat now since I'm all about the money.
That's it, exactly.
Super chats.
He doesn't dole it out for free. You've got to go for a second-rate version from me, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. If you can't book Jacob, people come to me. That's the way it works. You know?
What's really agent?
Do you know what we should do, Jacob? We should try and switch accents today. You try and speak in mine, I'll try and speak in yours.
You try and speak in mine, and I'll try and speak in yours.
So
I'm
I'm here in Texas, and I don't say Benton Kerr anymore.
That's a good one.
Anyway, so who have we got in the chat, Mr. Producer?
I've got to remember what I'm doing here. Yep. Okay.
I know it's been a while.
Mark Cousins. We have
Mark Cousins, big up.
Cuba 99.
Woohoo!
Kuva.
We've got Bobby K. We've got
Who?
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
And you know you are.
Five Guys.
Lookman.
Lookman.
Lookman,
Yes.
not Jewish.
What would his power be? What would Lookman's power be? Superpower be? Would he be able to look really hard?
Brown one.
Bubbly.
You say hello?
Hello, my little vanilla chocolate dropping.
Hello. Did you just
Vanilla
call it a
chocolate?
little vanilla chocolate dropping?
That's
That's
right.
not very nice.
So she's a little chocolate inside because she's so sweet, but she's covered in a vanilla extract exterior layer.
Okay, you need to stop right now.
She is so cute, though. She is cute.
Anyway, who else we got?
Who else we got?
Yeah.
We've got Barry Talks Emerson TV.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Brilliant.
Big up, big up.
Who the hell's that?
Side dancer. I mean, you've made it when someone starts making channels about you, like Henry Wright.
Yeah.
Good.
Big up, Elias.
See, Bobby, you need to direct your attention to Barry. He's actually the big time. I don't have any spoof accounts. Nobody spoofs the Americans.
Not yet, Jacob. Give it to bro. Give it time. Okay.
Give it time.
all right.
Give it
You're
time.
right,
Give
you're
it
right.
time.
Alexander
Your
Hill
base
is
is
in the
growing right
house.
now, buddy. Stay.
Uh,
Oh my God, I haven't seen Hilton in a long
Chris
time.
Horry is here. I've not seen that name before.
No.
I have.
Big up
Yeah,
Chris.
Chris.
Derek Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Big
Ian
up Des.
Ferguson. Maha Hotspur.
Big
Ryan
Big
McKen.
up.
Rob Belcher.
Large ascensions to all.
DB. Adrian Schroker. Kate as well, I suppose, is here. Big up, Kate.
Large ascensions to you all.
Chris Agenbart. We're still going, mate. There's so many people here.
Yeah, there's so come on.
Yes.
Phil P is here. Woo! Terry
That sounded-
Wright is here.
Hold on. Who just did
Oh
a Mickey
my
Mouse
God.
impression?
Huh?
Who just did a Mickey Mouse impression? Someone just went, ho ho.
Ho ho.
That wasn't good. You can't greet Phil P with a ha ha.
I said, whoo. I went, whoo.
That's not
that what
on, Jacob. Right, everyone be quiet. Jacob, you've got to give us a sufficiently acceptable woo. Okay, otherwise we're all going home.
Woo.
That was Mickey Mouse again.
Pure Mickey Mouse.
no.
That was pure
End the
Mickey
stream.
Mouse.
All right,
End
one
it,
more time.
Dave.
One more
It's
time.
over.
One more try. One more try. One more
All
try.
right, we'll see you next time. Next week, back on Chelsea.
They all saw Mickey Mouse now. What do I do?
Gotta go.
You got to really belt it. Woo!
My son's asleep in the other room. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me do it. This time.
There you
There you
go.
go. That's
All
fair,
right.
that's fair, that's
That was
fair.
still Mickey
Terry
Mouse,
Wright's
but we're
here.
not you.
It's just he's
Rez.
asleep in that direction.
Rez.
So if I yell too loud,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wes, your favourite person is here as well.
Oh, fantastic. Ugh.
Big up, Donna. What? Oh,
She
now
should-
she's after Rez? He's
Yeah.
you
she's
should
off
change
for
those two
everyone.
L's to N's,
right.
in my opinion.
Hey. Big up,
Big
Dave.
up
Yes.
Davo. Big up Bill, who I met, who's from Leeds,
Big up, Bill.
and I love you too. Fuck off, Kate. This is
Anyway,
why we're not monetized. This is why we're not monetized.
No kidding.
now, guys, there's a very, very important question that we need to ask everyone in the chat. Okay. And it relates to their relationship with a particular thing, you see. And it's a question of love and affection.
Hang on,
and
where are we going with this? This isn't planned. This isn't planned.
Yeah. Have each of you. Yep. Okay. Cool. Have you each grown moist with the like button? You know, have you rolled around and become sticky with the like button? Because if not, you should. Everyone likes to be moistened once in a while, as we say. So do please get to moist making with the like button. We would very much appreciate it. Our numbers just dropped from 31 to 27.
You know why? You know why?
You sure talking
Elias and his 5 accounts just left the chat. That's why.
Oh, that's
We can see you.
Damn
We
it.
know what you're doing. We can see
Damn
you.
it.
Hey, all 5 of them better have hit like before they left.
They don't. I think those same accounts come into mine and then they hit like they vote in all the poll, and so I'm always like 15 votes over on the poll than I am on likes.
What they like to do is they like to go around all the chat and call me a bully and say that I'm anti-democracy. It's what they like to do. So we haven't seen that.
So let's just
You
wait
are.
and
You're
see. Just wait
Yeah.
and see what the next one is going to be. It's going to be a Terrence S or a Spurs for Life or
Okay.
something. You'll see it easy. It's very easy because what
Okay.
this person doesn't realise is that we're not stupid and we know who it is. So thank you.
What's more to the point? We don't actually give a shit. You can't laugh us with it, right? It was like at the end of last season where we had that guy on. It's like, you know, making comments. It's like, what do you expect us to do? Start crying because you've come into a chat and left a comment behind? Big deal. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Anyway.
So it's all fine. It's all fine. But please do hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do please subscribe. Yada, 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 yada. The usual YouTube request, because we want to feel your love. And
that's not all you want to feel.
And then we will reflect that love back to you by doing shows. That's the way we'll work. So do really like and subscribe, etc. Anyway, John Kaufman. That's right.
Yes.
Anyway, I think for the first time in nearly 2 months, it is time for Spurs on this day a la Histoire. Take it away, Nick.
It is, and we've gone. It's like seamless tonight. I can't even remember what I'm supposed to press, but it's working. So we've mixed it up a little bit this year.
Yeah.
As I found, I didn't want to go to that on this day Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it, that just said on this day Tottenham lost 2-0 to Arsenal.
Yes.
On this day in 1862, Tottenham. I mean, they didn't because obviously we weren't founded. Just before someone goes, "Oh look, Barry doesn't know when the club was founded." So we will have one from Spurs, and then we will have Premier League on this day. We will then have people who are born on this day. And for the first one, I'm going to give it out to the guests when we go to Born on this day. I have not got a clue who the hell this person is, so it'll be good. It will be good to see if anyone does know in the chat. Yeah. Oh, look, there we go. There we go. It was it 114-200? Was that the year that was?
That's exactly right. That's right.
Okay, I can't wait for Man City to get 200 points this year.
No, me neither.
Hey.
Bobby K's just been handed a really important document.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're lineups for football.
I was going to say, is that the details for Harry Kane going?
Hopefully Eric Dyer's not captain.
Is that the team? Who's on the team?
Yeah, this is the...
They're minors. Don't release their government names like that.
Yeah, you can't do
They're
that.
not minors. They're over 12. Oh, no, I got 2 10-year-olds.
Better than the Tottenham team.
Christian is.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, on Saturday he'll get his.
Sorry, Bobby. Is this your show?
Sorry.
You can do what you want on your show. Yeah, this is our show, and we're doing it. I'm the
Yeah,
director.
exactly.
Well, Rez is the director, and I'm the producer. So no one cares about the football team for the moment.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Excuse me, nobody cares. Who's the one that messaged me to ask me how Little Case football is doing?
Yeah. Anyway.
There you go. All right, that will learn you. Yeah.
You're coming back in.
Nice.
You're behaving, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was moving on up.
All right. No, it's fine. You're in a position, Jacob.
That's what my wife says.
Exactly.
Happy Betty. Is that better?
No, not tonight, Andy.
Not
I
tonight.
want to see Barry take the shirt off in a drunken fume. That's what I
No,
wanna
not
see.
tonight. Not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Please, God, not tonight.
On this day in 1969, we made our earliest start to a campaign in the old First Division when we faced Leeds United at Elland Road.
Excellent. Excellent. Do we know what the result was?
No, probably lost.
Yeah.
I'm not here to give all the details. What do you want to know? Do you want to know the
69,
attendance? Do you want to know who scored? Do you want to know the starting lineup? It doesn't matter. None of us were alive apart from Kuva, who was 3 years old. So, big up Kuva.
It's trigger Kuva.
On this day in the Premier League, Dion Dublin hit a hat-trick, including 2 late goals, as Coventry City came from behind to beat Chelsea on the opening day.
Fantastic.
And then he sold a really lovely 2-bedroom flat with a nice view of the sea with a walk to the high street.
There you go. Fantastic.
Location.
Yeah.
Perchy, why are you sending a message when you're on the screen with me?
Because I wanted you to... No, I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you.
Okay,
I see what's going on
apparently
here.
I didn't time out that account. Rez must have blocked that account.
Wasn't me.
Bring the Barry Talks Emerson TV. Bring it
Wasn't
back.
me.
Can't blame
Best
me,
account.
guys. I'm not a moderator.
Can't blame him. It's the bully. I'm blaming the bully.
You can't blame me. I'm not a mod.
Hashtag bring Barry Loves Emerson back.
Bring back Barry.
That was I didn't
I
do
know
it.
who it is now. I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Perchy's girlfriend.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Which one?
Susie.
Susie's not. She's gone
She's
back
not
to her
subscribed.
normal.
Yeah, brilliant. So all that love she gives for you, we come on, do a 24-hour stream. We help and support you. I give away free dodgy shirts from DHgate that came out of a factory, and this is how.
This is how you repay us.
How do I? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right. But where do I go to in YouTube Studio to do that?
I don't know.
Just very quickly, big up to DB for finding out the information that I asked about whether we won or not. Nice one, DB.
I don't know where to find people. Perchy, where do I go to?
Doesn't matter.
I know. Well, I need to know because I should know. If you don't know, get to know.
If you don't know, you better get to know. Where is Alex these days?
He's been streaming on his own channel. Oh, sorry.
Hang on. Right, Rez, I'm going to finish this and then I'll let you take over and I'm going to try and find how to do it. Again.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Right. In 2011, Matthew Upson, who had been released by relegated West Ham United, joined Stoke City. He made 15 Premier League appearances during an 18-month spell with the Potters, scoring 2 goals.
And then sold a 2-bedroom flat with a sea view with a walk to the high street.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Tilt the camera.
Oh, dear. And then, oh, God, this is so confusing. Born on this day. So this is when I said you're going to have to get to this. Players: Stefano Akaka, 1989. No idea.
Oh, what?
Mikel Silvestre. Will I Am was born. And Roy Hodgson was born. So
Excellent.
there we go.
There we go. Fantastic. So you're going to go off and do stuff.
Yeah, Ben's going off and doing stuff, isn't he?
Yeah. I've got
Ben's going off
He's got
and
to
do
eat.
Yeah. I know. What can you
You
do?
should call him Eat Man.
You should eat here.
Yeah.
You should
Eat the pizza on
while
screen.
on screen.
I would love to eat here, Rez, but there isn't anywhere to eat in this entire bloody island.
There's a
Give us
blob
pizza.
joint.
Just
You want some
pick up
Victorian
the
hotel?
pizza and bring it back.
Hang on. Can I just say, Ben, you have flip-flopped on your statement because you came in and you said everything closes at 5 o'clock. Well, not
Yes.
everything is closed, is it, Ben?
Not everything, clearly.
Pizza.
Not
I said
everything.
all shops
Clearly.
close at 5 o'clock. But
That's
technically,
true. He
pizza
did say
shop-
shops.
He did
Yeah,
shops.
I agree with you.
Oh,
Ben.
so you're going to a
He did say
restaurant?
shops.
They,
Yeah, I'm
if
going
they
to a
if they
restaurant.
don't have if they don't have shops open past 5 o'clock, They can't have restaurants. They must have someone in their
The
back.
thing
believe
is,
it.
Ben
What
didn't
they've got,
say.
Don't let him bully you. Don't let him
What
bully
they-
you.
what
Ben
they've
didn't
got is
say
a refrigerator.
retail outlets.
Okay.
He didn't say retail outlets. He said shops. So I think there's enough wiggle room in there, as long as we are clear as to whether or not Kit Kats are a biscuit or a chocolate.
They're a chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Are you in some Victorian hotel, by the way, Ben? You behind you, it looks
I
like.
I am in a house that used to be a church.
I was gonna say I don't know if it looks like a Victorian house or some shit that I saw in that movie Hostel.
Yeah,
It's
it looks like a
basically
place where
I'm
they
waiting
watch
for
you
one of those
sleep.
panels
Guys,
to
you
just
do
move
realize
aside and
that
big
Ben.
question could come up from
You
behind
do realize that Ben is staying in like the newest, most modern hotel in the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
That's
It is
racist.
fancy. But you know what's funny though, because you see that door behind Perchy, that one cupboard keeps opening and closing. That's really messed up.
Yeah, it's actually that's actually the entrance. That's actually the entrance to Ben's hotel room.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Me and
Ben's
Perch
actually
going out- me and
Ben's
Perch
actually
going
coming
out
to
pizza.
mine to have pizza.
We're going
Yeah.
out to pizza.
Nice.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, you made Mark angry in the chat, guys.
I'd love to just get like a picture of Ben just behind me out of nowhere. While we're all talking, it'd be so funny.
Got
Excellent. Well, Ben, if you're going to abandon us, I mean, go and have food. That's fine.
Yeah, so it's eating.
There's definitely cameras in that room. I know that for a fact.
is.
That's one of those rooms. They're watching him sleep for sure.
But who prioritizes eating?
No,
over
no.
streaming?
Like, are you kidding? Who the hell would watch him sleep on a camera when they can just walk in and stand by his bed?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Well, they don't know
what-
how heavy
Yeah.
the sleeper is.
There's a perfectly good door there. They can walk in.
Exactly. they haven't got that kind of modern technology yet.
No, not in the Isle of Wight.
That's racist.
You
I
need
like to
to
think
you
the
need to
Isle
look
of
up.
everyone.
You need to look up the Isle of Wight.
No, guys, we've just answered a question that's been being asked for a very long time. For those of
What's
you that
that?
watch the Coffee Company,
Mhm.
everybody always asks, "What's behind that door that's behind Ben?"
It's
Now
there.
we know.
Yeah.
That's the room.
Yeah.
It's a
That's the
gateway to
room
the
right
Isle of
there.
Wight.
That's the room.
That's the room.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
But
I don't
cheers,
know where
boys.
I'm going
Lovely
to
see
see.
you.
All right, Benny. Good to see you, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your
All
holiday.
right. Take care, pal. See you later.
Bye, buddy boy.
Right. Let us proceed. Pre-season review.
Where do I go? This is bothering me now. Where do I go to unblock
No.
someone?
I'll send it in the background where to do it. I'll send it in the
All
background.
right.
There you go.
So is that
So,
Percy's burner?
Pre-season review. These are the results. Lost to West Ham. Didn't play Leicester. Beat the Lion City Ladyboys, apparently. Beat Shakhtar Donetsk and lost to Barcelona. Right at the death, pretty much. It was like 2 goals in the space of a few minutes. I caught the end of it. We were 2-2.
It's 3-10.
Actually, I
Yeah.
started watching when we were 1 up. Then it went to 2-2. Then 3-2, 4-2. Who wants to go first? Jacob. So, give us your thoughts.
For Ange Postecoglou to come in here and make the squad look completely different versus West Ham in a span of about 5 training sessions was absolutely remarkable. We've continued to improve. We've continued to look better and better. I think we've gotten some crucial parts as far as like James Maddison, Yves Basuma's coming along nicely. I think Destiny Ugodi, not Udogi, Ugodi. I think he will be. I think he's going to be vital. He's got a lot of girth, and I like that in a defender. So he's got pace, he's got girth, he can get forward, and I think Mickey Van de Ven, I would have loved to see him go on that Asian tour, but you know what? Better late than never. He's here, he's training now. So, but my preseason synopsis would probably be that I'm all in. I'm excited. I trust Ainge, whatever he wants. I don't like Lo Celso, but if he wants Lo Celso in his squad, then I support him. And it's kind of that mindset that I'm coming to where, I've been very harsh on players like Kulusevski, players like I just mentioned. And, we're kind of seeing things take shape. And what I love most about Ainge is how he handles himself in the public face. Not like Eric Dyer laughing that we're losers and giggling about it like he's at a Miley Cyrus concert. I'm talking about you bring in anything my way, and he handles it like the utmost pro. A dude shows up with the Kane Bayern shirt. He says, "Oh, very nice. You traveled a long way for that. I hope you got what you wanted." It's the way he's handled himself, I've bought in. I'm all in. And I love the transformation that we're seeing, and I think long may it continue. And I like the fact that he's fluid and flexible, and he's acknowledged before we even played a match that don't read into what I'm doing this preseason because everything's going to change. Everything must be fluid. That's the way he treats his training room as well, his coaches. He constantly has them rotating because he wants new ideas, fresh ideas, and I respect that a lot. So the preseason, I had a good time. I think a little bit logistically, it was a nightmare. The monsoon season, and we missed a game, and then Roma couldn't go, and then it's just kind of a little bit meh on that end. But that's not anything to do with the first team or Ange Postecoglou. They didn't do that. That was someone in an office in Tottenham basically calling that shot. So I don't blame anything on him for that. I think the most annoying part is this whole Kane thing. I just shit or get off the pot, my friend.
There you go. Bobby K.
Hi, what's up?
Your thoughts on preseason?
We missed half of it, didn't we? We got the Roma game canceled. Leicester City game was canceled. A lot of unnecessary travel when so many other teams in the EPL stayed back and just did preseason games here. I don't know what the big push is to try to get international exposure when that's done over the internet nowadays. But I would have just liked to have seen more games actually get played in the preseason so that we could have seen what Ange could have done with the team. We could have rotated some players around and seen what they had to offer and just got a better look at them. I don't think that it was an overly productive preseason, but there's a few good players that we got to see. I just don't think that there was enough there for us to really be able to pass judgment on anybody at this point. That's my only issue with it. I just don't think we were able to see enough. What do we get? 2.5 games in, 3.5 games in? Pretty much it ended up being out of when Barcelona came and played us. That was their 6th or 7th game of the preseason at that point. And it showed. Even with their B and C squad, it showed that they were a lot more in sync than where we were, right? So that's the same questions are asked about the same players that we asked before. It's not like there's any surprises really. I think the only big surprise, actually, one pleasant surprise has been Basuma. Hopefully it looks like the other managers just used him in the wrong spot, and if Ange uses him in the spot and uses him correctly, then he can be an impact player for us. So hopefully we'll get the Basuma that we were hoping to get when we got him from Brighton. Other than that, Udogi's looked decent defensively. He still
Goated.
Obviously needs a lot. Defensively, he needs work, but that. Emerson's come back and he's looked decent on that other side. If he wasn't so shit, I'd give him more credit, but. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to bug Barry, but he's too busy clicking on settings. And
He's busy.
Other stuff. Yeah, so I was just talking. That didn't work there. I was actually personally, for me, I was hoping to see Ndombele. I just wanted to see if he was going to come back with a little bit of renewed fire and try to have a point to prove. He's still a young kid. We invested a lot in him, so I'm hoping to see maybe a little bit of that investment come back. But with his injury, obviously, that didn't end up happening. Some decent moves made, cleared out wings. Now we cleared out Rodon and.
Only on loan. Joe Rodon's only gone on loan.
But the back line is still there. Van de Veen, looking forward to seeing him. Would have been nice if we got the deal that we've been working on for a month ago, so that he would have been here for these games and been ready to start on Sunday. There's still pieces of the puzzle that we need to add. So that's all that was basically shown to us, is that we're not where we want to be as fans. And let's see what happens, and let's just hope this Kane saga ends one way or the other now.
Birchie, what's your take on preseason?
I think preseason in a whole has been a bit of a disappointment. I think, but park that for 2 seconds. I think we're seeing better football. We're seeing us play a lot better football. Like, I'm actually excited to watch us play. I think that's the key bit here. But I mean, the preseason was an absolute disaster. I mean, you fly to the other side of the world. One game gets cancelled.
Yeah.
You're playing another game against relative nobodies, and then you play the Lion City Sailors. Sorry, that was and then have like a week and a half of doing nothing, and it's like, come on. But I think the key one here is what we're seeing. We're seeing implementations of what this team can do. And when everyone sort of said last season, you can't do it with these players playing good football. well, Ange Postecoglou in pre-season has shown we can. With a different system, with a bit of belief, you can start seeing it happening. Yes, there needs to be players that need to go. The Harry Kane saga is just keeps going, and it's not going to end until he does finally leave, whether we like it or not. If you want him to stay or not, it's going to happen. But listen, I'm excited. Listen, it's going to be a good season. We're going to have games where we're going to lose a few. We're going to win a load. It's going to be a bit crazy, the Postecoglou way. But why not? I'm all for it.
Okay. Nick, are you back to have a chat about pre-season, or are you still busy?
Yeah, well, I can't find that account. Because
the name's been changed again already.
Sorry?
The name's probably been changed on it already.
Exactly.
Again,
so that just proves the point, because it went into it and it's changed or gone or completely deleted.
There he is.
He's back.
Hey, he's back.
So who made him? Rez, did you unblock him or?
No, I didn't even block him.
What you did is you timed him out for a few minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Apologies if that isn't who you are. You said you are. Anyway, we have some mods now.
You have mods?
Anyway, pre-season.
Anyway, pre-season. This is going well, isn't it? Pre-season.
Pre-season. How was pre-season in your view?
In my view, yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, look, for me, we saw Basuma, we saw Madison, and that was probably the shining light of everything, really. So yeah.
So you didn't watch any of the games?
I watched. No, not really. Shakhtar. I watched the Shakhtar game. I had an opinion that was stupid. I'll come on to that when I get to my rant. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Fantastic. So
anyway,
yeah,
I'm back with you, Rez. I'm back with you. I mean,
that's good. It's good. I like it. So the question that occurs, again, we'll go in reverse order this time. Does pre-season really give us any indication of what's likely to happen this season?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Nick, you can go first. We'll go in reverse order this time.
No.
Okay. Perchy.
I think pre-season will determine how we play. I think that's the key one. But it's going to be a bit of a lottery of a season. That's what I'm going with.
Okay. Bobby K, what do you think? Do you think that we can read much into these results? Is there anything
I don't think
be...
as much as the results or the team, but I think you can read into individuals and who's come back, and it looks like they're going to try to make an effort to fight for their place in the team. So that I think you could see just based on their play, who's coming out there and putting in that extra effort, and who's actually up to make the run back and try to impact the game positively in any way they can. So, or are they just walking around and collecting a paycheck? I think preseason will show us a little bit about that. But that being said, these kids know that this is almost a trial. New managers there, they're being looked at and stuff like that. So is it because of preseason they're stepping up and getting ready for the season, or are they just trying to impress Ange? That we'll find out as time goes now.
Okay. Jacob.
I think preseason shows you a lot, in my personal opinion, especially when you're changing over regimes and you're changing complete play styles. You got to look into. I could not have allowed myself to miss these preseason games personally, because I want to be able to know what I think Ainge is trying to do, or what players look like they're trying to do in his system. So for me, I got to see a lot of things. There was things that I was asking for, like why didn't we see any jet spins? And we got to see that in the last match, and he did absolutely nothing. And it kind of solidified why we haven't seen him all preseason. So it's little things like that. I think little stories in each game that you could look into. As far as the end result, I think what matters more is what's happening in the 90 rather than the goals. We always knew we were going to leak goals. The capitulation in Barcelona, I think, kind of epitomizes that. It's 3 goals in 10 minutes. 16-year-old boy taking Reguilon's lunchbox, taking his cleats home with him. I'm surprised that 16-year-old boy didn't take Marta home after the match, because he took everything that man owns.
Yeah, but Jacob, I wouldn't have called it a capitulation though. It looked from I was there. What it looked like was players that just weren't fit enough. We weren't fit for me. I was watching it. All came down that one side. It was just it came across as of players that just weren't. And it all comes down to not enough game time. Players hadn't had enough game time.
Can I add one small issue there? I've heard this before used when in preseason we lived. I don't take that much notice of preseason games because the fitness level, yes, is an issue because players will, conditioning drops very, very quickly as soon when they stop training, and it takes time for it to back up. However, I do hear that when we lose in preseason, people say, "Well, fitness is an issue." Yeah, but at the same time, Barcelona are also in preseason. They're also
but Barcelona played a lot more games though, in fairness. And what they did as well, because I was at the game, a lot of them made the changes. They made a lot more changes. We seem to have done like 3 or 4 changes where they made 7 or 8, and they had fresh legs on with 25 minutes to go. Really.
Okay, it's a fair comment, I suppose. The other thing that's obviously been dominating preseason and every single press conference that Ange Postecoglou holds is the Harry Kane question. Obviously, news coming out today that a fee has been agreed. Should this have been done earlier?
Yep.
Jacob.
Absolutely should have been done earlier. The whole back and forth to me it's long played out, right? This guy he agreed to terms 2 months ago, in the beginning of the window, right after Real Madrid were like, no, we're not looking into it. So to me, I'm annoyed. I'm bored. I just want it to be either. I want Ainge to know: do I have the world's best number 9, or do I have Richarlison? So I think those are big things that any manager really should know and wants to know. But to me, I get it. It's a big deal. It's a big move. Like, there's a lot on the line. And, if you go, to me, Harry Kane's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't at this point. The corner that now he is in, based on today's news, I think regardless what he does, there's going to be people are already calling him Judas and traitor if he's considering playing out the season. They're calling him Judas and traitor for X, Y, and Z. And to me, I think it's a little outlandish in my opinion, because
I think for me though, I think if we put Harry Kane into this situation right now and we put Tottenham away for a second, just think about Harry Kane. I don't think he's damned if he does or damned if he doesn't. If he does now, he gets a good paycheck, goes to one of the biggest teams in the world. If he doesn't, he gets a free pick wherever he wants to go in 12 months. I don't think Harry Kane's damned if he does or damned if he doesn't. If we put him just solely...
Percy, that expression means that he's damned by others if he does.
Why would Harry Kane care? Let's be honest. In theory... That's a different question. He's going to go to a club. Wherever he goes to, he's going to go to one of the biggest clubs in the world. If it's Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona... Man City, Man United. Do you know what I mean? If he goes to he can go to any one club now. He gets that choice. So I don't think in that side of things. I think we all take it very sentimental because we're Tottenham fans, and a lot of younger fans don't know life before Harry Kane. Harry Kane has been here nearly over a decade now in the first team. So a lot of fans.
Personally speaking, as far as I'm concerned, Harry Kane has earned a move from Tottenham. He has shown us far, far more loyalty than most, if not pretty much every other player would. Okay. Yeah. He has had, this actually demonstrates how good a player he is. Let's look at last season, right? Last season, he scored 30 goals, right? With a misfiring team behind him, right? A team that was showing those classical Levy-era Spurs traits of not giving fuck number 1 when they stepped onto the pitch, right? Yep. And still got 30 goals. Haaland, I think he got 38 goals.
Finished with 30. He finished with 36, I think.
36. With that midfield behind him.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? Put Harry Kane, swap Harry Kane with Haaland, right? Would Kane have got more than Haaland? Yes. Would Haaland have got as many as Harry Kane in our team? No. Right? That demonstrates how good Harry Kane is. And he has been playing for a Tottenham for a Tottenham club that refuses to actually compete, right? So as far as I'm concerned, Harry Kane will go not with my blessing, but he will get no objection because he deserves. A player of that caliber deserves to be able to compete. He doesn't deserve medals. No one deserves medals, but he deserves to play somewhere that matches his ambition and his ability. Spurs have the resources to be a club that at least competes. We refuse to do it. So there's absolutely no reason why he shouldn't go there quite happily. So if he goes, he will go to Bayern by all means. But I will put a bet down now, and I would like to know what you guys think as well, with just a straight yes or no answer. I genuinely believe that if he goes to Bayern before the season starts, he will return to the Premier League next season. And if he doesn't, he will be playing in the Premier League next season anyway. That's what my belief is. So let's go around and tell me if you agree, yes or no, that Harry Kane will be playing in the Premier League, not the season coming, the season after that. Jacob, yes or no?
No.
Bobby K?
Yeah.
Perchy?
Oh, is it? It's one of those. I'm gonna say I'm gonna flip flop because I said earlier that I'm gonna say he is going.
No. That's not what I asked. No. I asked, whatever happens, if he goes to Bayern or if he stays for another season, next season, the season after the one that's going to start this weekend, Harry Kane will be playing in the Premier League.
If he goes to Bayern, no. If he stays at Spurs, yes.
Okay, so the answer is no. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Barry?
No, because I always go the opposite of what Bobby K says. What did you say, Bobby K?
I said yes.
You're so racist. You're so racist.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're right.
Oh, you mean Nick?
You're right.
You're all massive racists. All four of you.
Just want to make sure I get my title too, right? So
okay, right. So let's look at the defense. Okay, obviously Mickey van der Ven has come in. I think we know the answer. I think we know the answer to this one. Is that enough, Nick?
No.
Elaborate as well.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still doing yes.
I thought we were doing one. Yeah, me too.
No, we're not doing yes or no. But is that enough? I know I'm asking closed questions. So
no, it's not enough because we need to bring in another a right centre back to replace Romero.
This,
right.
That's
a hot take. That's a very, very hot take.
That's not.
I said it. I said it with chest.
It's probably one of the most sensible things Barry's said in a very, very long time.
Here we go.
Absolutely bang on.
We go get my maple syrup.
Okay.
Nah, but
Put a pin in it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to that. I think
we have to go buy another centre back, definitely.
Have we been focusing, in your view, have we been focusing on the wrong areas in the squad? Should we all of our rebuilding this season been focused on our defence? And is Mickey van der Ven enough of a purchase, or should we have been pursuing other targets as well? Perchy.
No, I think we've recruited well. But we just need more. We need more. The defenders should have got in earlier, if that makes sense. We needed the other players that we got in.
Have we done enough for the defence? Should we be looking for more? Are we going to get any?
Well, I think we'll get one more. We'll get one more centre half, and it's going to depend on Harry Kane, on the quality of what we get.
Okay, Bobby K.
What's up? No, we're sorted, man. We're sorted, man. Reggie on the left, Dyer there beside Romero, Emerson over on the right. We don't even need Mickey. I don't understand what all these issues are regarding the defense and stuff, man. We got a back line that could arguably, they would start for any international team in the world or any club team. So I don't understand why this hatred is all on the back line. Davies, Dyer, Romero, Royal. This is ours, man. This is ours.
Don't you pin Romero with them.
We shipped 9 goals in 4 preseason games this season.
Yeah, before we're to Barcelona.
And
that doesn't count.
and I would
Or-
say, yeah, but one of them was to Lion City Poodles or whatever they're called.
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
Lion
because
City,
we're a
Sea,
gimmick
the
as well.
Lion Sea City Sailors.
Yeah, them Lion City. You know, I mean, this is a
No,
this
in,
this
in
would be
all,
a club
in all
that-
seriousness, Reg. Yeah, after seeing what Reggie did when Perisic came off, I'm more concerned about that side as well. I'm very concerned about that side. I have a bit more faith, obviously, with Emerson and Porro on the right, even though I don't think Porro is much of a defender. Udogi's looked half decent. I think he will improve. I think defensively he will improve as well.
Yeah.
But unless you get him cover on that side, somebody that in that left center back role that's going to be able to help him out, we're screwed. Which it looks like Mickey is there. So, is that enough? We know it's not, but we need major upgrades on Dyer, Davies, Reggie. Maybe send Udogi back out on loan and bring in a left back.
Ugoti needs to stay. Ugoti is staying. He's going to be starting on that left back position, Bobby. Don't you worry.
Right, in which case, I'll ask that question of you, Jacob. I'll ask that question of you in terms of have we done enough for the defense as a whole anyway? But also, please wax lyrical and tell us whether or not you believe that Destiny Udogi will stay. Not if you want him to stay, but whether or not you think he will stay or whether or not he'll be shipped out on loan again.
Well, this has been the summer of Tottenham listening to United Spurs of America as far as I'm concerned, because things I asked for in January are now coming to light. So I'm going to say Destiny Udogi is going to stay. Not only is he going to stay, he's going to be our starting left back, and everyone's going to remember this, how girthy the man is, and they're going to put some respect on Udogi. That's all I'm saying.
So do you genuinely believe that he's going to stay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
What makes you say that?
Because, I mean, you saw it. The first match, Reguilon started out there on the left back, was absolutely suspect the entire time he was out there that first 45. Second 45, Udogi's playing against the same squad, looked a hell of a lot better, and then they made the subs. So West Ham did their subs later than us, so he's still got to run in against their first squad. So that's my first caveat. And then if you look at the second match, who started? Udogi. The third match, who started? Udogi. This is what I'm saying. Ainge saw enough. In my opinion, this is my speculatory observation here, that I think Ainge saw enough from Destiny and from Reggie. Reggie, he can pass the ball. He can get up that left-hand side very fine. That's cool. But he can't defend. And I think that's the problem. Udogi has come out and said, I used to play left back. Everyone was concerned about him playing the left back. He said, before I was ever a wing back, I was a left back. So I have no fears that he could get the job done. I think Ainge has seen enough to be convinced by him as well. Because obviously, if it's not him or Ryan, if it's not Udogi or Reguilon, then who else could it be, really? Ben Davies? Van de Veen?
Can I just say, we've had some breaking news. It's not about Harry Kane. It's about Jacob's favourite player that posts videos about, win trophies. The absolute moron has just put this picture up on his Instagram.
I've just heard about this.
What is wrong with this person? Genuinely.
Which person?
Why would you put a picture of you up on your Instagram with everything that's going on with the captain's armband on it?
Oh no, I just clocked it. Do you know what this is? This is one of those things where, do you know what it is? It's one of those things where PR, because these players don't have their people run it. So he's probably just gone and commissioned ages ago. Yeah, just put a random pic, because they always put random pictures up every single day. And it's just got, that's such an absolute L. Oh dear. Jacob's going to start making another video on him again. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah.
My pits have began to sweat immediately as soon as you pulled that picture up.
A question. What the fuck is Dyer still doing at this club? Jacob.
He must got some good gok. That's all I can think of. He must be blowing somebody under the desk, and he's got that slurp glurp 3000. I don't know. I mean, there's videos of him laughing at how much we're losers. There's videos of him playing on the pitch, being a loser. Now. Okay, well, it's still a point, Perchy. Whether you're bored of it or not, it's still a point I'm going to make. It's a reality.
But the thing is
it's a mindset.
No, but it's not. We can't get rid of players like that. The problem is on too much money. This is the issue. But this is a problem we've had this is a massive issue we've had at Tottenham for such a long time. We get these players in. Look at other football teams. They can get rid of players. We can't because we keep them for too long. We've retained players. And by the way, this you could argue this is exactly very similar to Harry Kane in a very different situation. But it's so it's like for me, we can't get rid of him. And the problem is you're going to have to keep him for another year until his contract's over. Then he's gone. That's the issue.
Well, I think regardless of wages, surely don't call me Shirley, but he could strike up some kind of Matt Doherty deal with the club, right? We could assume that could be an option. I would imagine that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there, but he's a loser. He's got loser mentality.
Let's take a pause on the preseason review because Perchy, you need to go soon. Yeah. So we're going to jump in and we're going to do the panel rants.
Oh, right? Okay, go on.
So everyone gets to rant about something that has affected them today, the last week, the last month, forever. It's a philosophical rant, but each of you gets to rant. And Perchy, you can go first.
God, I've got to think one on the spot. I want to rant about. I want a rant about. Actually, I want to rant about hyperbolic opinions. People. I want to rant about people that can't be balanced and level-headed when they have an opinion. It annoys me. It's the and I'll use the Harry Kane example. Is that everyone is now. No one sees in the middle and goes, "Okay, I understand your point. It's you either want Kane to go or you want Kane to stay." No one sits in the middle and goes, "Actually, no, I want Harry Kane to stay, but I want him to sign a new contract." But the social media is one of the biggest cesspits. Twitter's a cesspit where everyone wants to just shout crazy, irrational opinions without actually putting any context to it. There you go.
Good, excellent. Barry, have you got a rant for us?
Yeah, I'd like to rant about people that call other people's opinions stupid, and then quite possibly make the most I make some stupid opinions, right? I'm not going to deny that. But these people, the people that are calling me out for making stupid opinions have by far and above made one of the worst takes ever today. Not only make that take, but actually believe that it's true. So keep commenting about my opinions, because after today, you got the cherry on the top, Sunshine. The cherry on the top with that one. Cool.
Jacob, your rant?
I'm going to rant about how vague Barry's rant was. No, my rant is going to be, it's probably going to be a bit controversial, but I'm on the side of the fence of this argument where, I'm sorry, Perisic has not done enough for me to constitute starting him over Son at this juncture. So that's where I lie. I'm Team Son. Perisic, I'm sorry, does a lot of the same things that everyone complains about Son. And you know what? It's kind of funny how quick people's memories can flip and flop, and they just turn their back on someone who's been a servant to the club in every fashion. And another thing, real quick, Perch, before you ask your question, this guy, they always use, well, Kane hasn't come out and said anything, but Sonny did, and they use that to say, well, other players do come out and speak, but then they don't reward that loyalty with the same faith, right? That he could come good. That last year was just. In my opinion, a tactical mishap with utilizing his skill set, and that's honestly how I feel about it. I think it's a little reactionary and quick-sighted to say, oh, Perisic or Solomon has done enough this preseason to unseat Sonny. I haven't seen it. I'm not saying Sonny's undroppable. I'm just saying someone's got to prove it to me that they could do better than him, and I haven't seen it yet this preseason. I didn't see it last year either, so I don't know what everyone's seeing.
Excellent. Bobby K, what would you like to rant about?
Uh-oh. He's getting close.
Here we go.
Here he goes.
What the fuck is wrong with people calling out players that are playing like shit? Okay? That's all I want to rant about. They're playing like shit. I'm sorry, Jacob. I love you. Sonny's shit. It's time to get rid of him. We should have packed his ass up, shipped him out last year when we could have got 75 million for him. He's been utterly fucking crap. He's been crap last season. He won the Golden Boot and turned around and said, "That's it. I've accomplished enough in my career that I am now a legend in my own mind. I can go back to South Korea, go and bang, bang, wang, wang, and get on to everything I can while I'm over there, and then come back to the year."
Thank you. Finally, shut him up. Waffle. Absolute waffle. Absolute waffle.
Your favorite player is shit. Your favorite player.
He's,
over there. Okay, so
I think he's doing it as a bit. This has got to be a bit.
It seems like Bobby K is having technical difficulties. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully he's okay. If someone could like swing by his house and check on him, that would be helpful.
Jacob's nearest. He can go.
There he is. There he is.
Shit, I didn't know he was outside the room. No, in all seriousness, though, I'm just I think we have too much of a sentimental attachment to players. I appreciate the fact.
Let's
that
not
you're
make
a
it
back
sentimental.
player.
Oh, sorry. It's your rant.
No, I'm not talking
It's your
about
rant.
just
It's your
Sonny.
rant.
I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm just all the Sonny stuff. I'm just saying to bug you, Jacob. You know that. I'm a fan of Sonny. I think he will bounce back. I think like they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. So I think he will show us what his class is. But I don't think it's wrong. Like, it's almost kind of tying into what you and Barry were ranting about. There's nothing wrong with having a different opinion. Don't attack other people that come in here, give their time to this community to come on and offer their opinion. Is it right? Is it wrong? Everybody's going to debate that. And by all means, continue to debate it. But you have to have the right to your own opinion. That's why we live in this society that we do have. We're being told what we can or cannot say anymore. But I want to be able to call out a player if I don't think he's been doing well.
Fair.
And I'm the happy clapping deluded optimist on a regular basis. So I want to be the happy clapper deluded optimist. If that's the way I choose to be, that's the way I choose to be. If I want to sit around and say, you know what, Dyer wasn't that absolutely dreadful today, that's my choice. Where the other four here sitting here and say, Bobby, are you fucking blind, for lack of better words? But I just think, we should be able to have our own opinion regardless of what it's in, as long as it's not offensive to somebody else.
Yeah.
As long as you're not directly attacking somebody. I think you have every right to question a player's play. We're not questioning their personal lives or their personal issues. We're questioning what they do on the field, what we pay to see, and what they're paid to deliver to the club. So that's it. My rant is about being allowed to rant.
There you go.
I think David Clark put it the best. Opinion is not fact. It's just an opinion unless that opinion doesn't line up with mine.
Exactly, David. Thank you. No, I told David to type that. That's on my behalf.
Yeah, absolutely. Time for my rant, I think. I
think it's a whole banner.
Not so much a rant. It's more a very dispirited observation on the state of football generally. And it revolves around the flood of players who have up sticks and decided to ply their trade in an area of the world that doesn't have a culture of football, that hasn't given any much of a shit about football for a while, and where they operate under a very brutal and horrendous regime. And players who have already earned more than enough money, so really don't need the payoff, and have decided to up sticks and go and play in the Saudi League. This to me just shows how broken football is, that it has become so infested, so infected, so weighed down by money that players feel that this is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Where some of them have played in the Premier League and all took a knee, played with rainbow laces, professed through the actions that they were asked to take that they were all for equality and human rights, but are happy to take the money from a regime that essentially slaughters anyone who isn't male and of their beliefs. Congratulations, you bunch of mercenary cunts. Every single one of you are subhuman scum, and you can fuck off. That's my rant.
Okay.
Can we say cunt?
Oh,
What about
yes.
Alan San
Oh, okay.
Maximin. He didn't have a choice. They forced him over there.
You
They
don't
forced him to play for Saudi
one-
Arabia.
There's no
in Saudi
force.
Arabia.
I'm not having that one. Every player has a right. They can turn
Because
it down
they signed
or not.
Harvey Barnes. They gave his shirt to Aaron Gordon, whatever that guy's name is. Gordon.
Andrew
In
Gordon?
for- no player's forced to go anywhere. No player. If they sign a contract, they don't. They're not. No one signs it for them. I'll say that. No one's forced to do anything they don't want to do. They're doing it because they're getting a fat load of money. That's the reason. They're not doing it for any other reason.
I just wonder how much is on.
It's amazing how money can help change your morality and the way you view things.
I wouldn't even be too against it if they just come out and say that's the reason. None of this. Oh, we're doing it because of this. No, you're not. You're doing it because you're getting paid $600,000 a week. So let's be freaking honest.
Also, the same thing happened in golf here in America. There was the LIV thing that was
Yeah,
that's
Live Golf,
funded by
yeah.
this, and everyone was standing on their moral high ground until they all got bought out. Now everyone's pushing the LIV. So it's Bobby. I agree. It's funny how much.
I'm one of those. I don't care if you go over there, but just don't be a hypocrite about it. Just say you're doing it because you're getting paid a load of money. At least you're being honest.
Ruben Neves said that. Ruben Neves did say that.
This is the result of our actions within our culture as well, because two things happened which basically gave, in this instance right now, Saudi Arabia license to do what they're doing. The first was when our Premier League basically bent over, spread its cheeks and said, yes, please pump your oily penis up our rectums, right? And the other was the World Cup in Qatar that went ahead when it shouldn't have. That has given those barbaric regimes license to do what the fuck they want. The same thing happened over here in the 1980s when Arab regimes came over here and started buying up all of the British banks. Yeah, when the first one went, it was permission for them to come in and get all the others. All right?
Mm-hmm. You open the door.
If we profess to stand up for human rights, and I'm not going to make any comments about whether or not regimes do or don't, right? But football should not be tarnished by this. And all it is an observation as to how tarnished football is. It was tarnished before. This is just the end of it. This is just the end game. Yeah? And and I judge just the players because I can't judge the rest. Any player who moves to Saudi Arabia to ply their trade is subhuman scum. Okay? You are subhuman. End of story.
But what about what's his name? Sadio Mane and N'Golo Kante. They're gonna develop their villages that they came from, right? That's kind of the idea. I don't mind players going there to change their lives, to create a generational wealth. I kind of see it like Ruben Neves came out and said, I'm playing in Saudi because it gives my family the best life I could possibly give them. I respect that.
Can I ask you this question?
Absolutely.
Which is more important? Okay. Cool. That
my family's more important than anyone who got beheaded. I'll put it that way.
As a species, all of us, I'm not for me, bear in mind, I'm not talking about the Saudi people, yeah? I'm talking about their regime, yeah? Which is better, that as a species, we move towards, as much as we can, the idea that we are all born the same, that we are not differentiated from each other, and that we stand up for each other's rights, going forward forever, or as far forward as we can, or that one village in Africa benefits, which is of greater value. You know,
well, I guess you got to ask the individual, right? Because if you're going on like a humanity standpoint, absolutely, I agree with you. But if I'm looking at it as a father and a husband, a provider, I'm looking at it like, oh, I can make quadruple any.
The other question I've got is, will the amounts that they are earning over here not be sufficient?
Sufficient for right now, but what about his grandkids?
But how far do you go? I mean, if you go by that extension, the person should be paid infinite amounts of money because they want to provide for their family forever. You know, At what point
I agree.
is the line drawn?
I see there's a comment from Kate saying developing their villages with blood money. What money don't got blood on it?
I was going to say,
I-
what country hasn't been developed on blood
absolutely.
money?
I'm sitting here as an American. We bomb everybody if you don't agree with
Exactly.
us, or if you've got the
point is-
sweet dinosaur
Yeah, I
juice
agree.
underneath you.
I'm in Canada,
I'm
the
not
peaceful nation, and what we didn't kick the natives off their
I'm
land.
not going to
and
get
them
into
out
sort of
before we started
governmental
building.
policy. There is no country on earth that has purely clean hands. I agree. Okay. However, at least they are a little bit further. Where in some aspects we're a little bit further forward. Look, we can talk about imperialism. We can talk about colonialism. We can talk about hypercapitalism and the evils of governments. All we
I'd
like.
rather talk about
But
football.
at least we don't.
Yeah.
At least we don't chop people's heads off.
Well,
Okay.
in America we used to, and didn't y'all have the guillotine? We cut
Well,
people's
that's
heads
it.
off all the time.
We don't do it for those trivial things. It's a bad thing anyway. That's my view anyway. But
I do have to go, Rez. I do actually want to continue
I
this
need to
conversation
shoot this
offline with you, or if we can do a stream, if that's cool too. But I would like to dive into this further with you.
we're
But
getting into politics anyway. We need to get back to football.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do
Yeah.
my rant. I
Let's-
just wanted to do my rant. Yeah.
Let me shout my
But
score.
we will
I do have to run.
yeah, I think Perchy and I are going the same place, and we both got to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll chat. We'll chat.
We'll chat.
We'll
Don't
chat
mind-
later. You and me, Jake.
yeah, please.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
absolutely.
Perchy.
We'll see. We'll say goodbye to you guys and get back to the football. We pulled on a very long thread on that one, I think.
Yeah, 2-2.
I'm
Big
going
up, guys. Thanks
2-2.
for coming on. Speak to you soon. Yeah, 2-2. Yeah.
I'm saying
I'm going
4-3.
2-2 for my prediction. 2-2.
4-3
Thanks for having me
Tottenham.
on, mate. Thanks for having me on.
See you, Perchy.
Excellent.
See you, Perch. Have a good day,
Take
buddy.
care. Take care.
Bye,
Take care, buddy. All the best.
Big up.
I'm going 4-3 for my score prediction. I think
To-
Heung-min Son gets a goal, Kane gets a goal, and yeah, 4-3 Tottenham
To
Hotspur.
who?
To Tottenham.
Okay.
We're gonna win. I've already predicted we're going undefeated the first 3 matches because of how unpredictable Ange Postecoglou can be. So that's my bold prediction. We'll see though.
Okay.
But big up, thank you for having me, Rez. I will text you. I would love to
Absolutely, mate.
to dive into this more offline. But
Absolutely.
big up, Bobby. Big
Absolutely.
up, Barry and Rez.
See you, Jacob. Take care,
Everyone in the chat, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Big up, y'all.
Big up to you, mate. Take care. Speak soon.
Good.
And then there were 3. Yeah, sorry, we sort of went very, very far off on that one. I just wanted to say that I just think that they're scum. That's all I really wanted to think. But yeah. So yes, Brentford score. What's next?
That was it. That was the last thing, Rez. We can't.
Was that the last thing? Are we done?
Yeah.
My
can
God.
Can I give
Because
my
we didn't
prediction,
have-
or is
because-
it whites only?
It's only
Because,
whites only.
Because I got the week wrong. There was no time for pick one, kick one. There was no time for anything. I'm going to do a new thing with Laura's stuff instead of Sophie's corner. We're going to have Laura's
Love Lounge.
Laura's
loft.
Laura's loft. That's not a bad one. I like that. Laura's
So next week, we're gonna be
Laura's
back
Lilo.
fully with. We're going to have a quiz and we're going to have pick one, kick one because we've
Yes.
had time to prepare.
But we've
because
also
I
bear in
can't-
mind that there is news coming as well. There is developments in the Shelf Sideverse. No, Kuva. Bad Kuva. Yes. We will there is news afoot, but we're not
Okay.
going to tell you what it is yet. Yes. There are changes afoot in the Shelf Sideverse. So yes, tune in for the next few weeks, and we will reveal all. We will reveal all. It's going to be wonderful. But yes, Bobby K, what was your Brentford prediction?
I don't want to give one.
Okay. Hello. So yes. Well,
I just typed it in the chat instead. So
fantastic.
Yeah, you
Well,
did,
there's only
yeah.
one person. There's only one
There you
person to ask, really. Bobby, where can we find you?
right here.
I mean, other than here.
Oh, other than here.
Yeah,
You can
when
find me
next
on
on-
the field in an hour and a half, yelling at Christian and his team.
When
With
are
the
you next
semi-finals
going
on.
to
Oh,
be visible on the interweb?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think he's
Do I
frozen.
answer now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Saturday there's no calendar there. I don't know why I turned around to look at the calendar. Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, as in not in 2 days' time, the Saturday after.
9 days time.
In 9 days' time.
9 days time.
Fantastic.
Yes, we'll be back.
Where's your channel? What's the name of your
Proven the
channel?
Kang. 3 Spurs boys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what
Remember
would you
to
like
liking
people...
and subscribing and pushing
That's
buttons
it.
while you're here.
There you
Moisting,
go.
touching, love. Moisty, touchy, touchy.
Okay,
Woody,
stop
woody,
now.
woody. Oh,
No,
say my name,
you-
boys. Welcome back, Shelf Side. Thank you.
That's good. There you go. So yes, Nick, where can we find you next? Where are you going to be plying yourself?
I might be on in a minute with someone else.
Oh, yeah?
but, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Big time.
I see. Jumping ship, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that notification on my phone was?
Ah, very well. Cool. All right. In which case, yes, please do like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week. And at that point, we might tell you some more of the news, or we might not. We might keep it nice and vague. But yes, there is news afoot. Do please like, subscribe, comment, and tell all your friends. And as usual, we're going to do our end of show shout out. So a big thank you and apologies if I miss anyone. Okay. But big shout out to Mark Cousins, Kuva, Bobby K, who's here. It's just ridiculous. Carl Simpson, Eugene, Barry Talks Emerson TV, who was banned and then returned from the dead. Side Dancer, Alexander Hilton, Chris Horry, Derek Hutchison, Ian Ferguson, Mile High Hotspur, Ryan McFarlane, DB, Aaron Stroker, Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, Phil P. Woo! Chris Aguilar, Terry Wright, Davo, Donna Cullen, not the person who is pretending to be Donna Cullen. Rob Belcher, Bill, Andrew Gregory, Prasanth, Darius, Dragon D's Nuts, Meta Football TV, Lisa, Freya Son, Sean Smith, Jim, Just a Guy Who Loves Spurs, Aglaya Loazu, Paul Brown, David Clark, Tony Rodriguez, Scott M, and Tony Fitzjohn. Thank you again, guys, for joining us.
John Fit Tony.
John Fitz-Tony, it could be. Is it Tony Fitzjohn or John Fitz-Tony? And Ben Kaufman as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Big up to you all. Do please like and subscribe. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Coming on.